button. Yes, so sorry for the interruption of the online discussion. Now we are back, and you can just watch this full episode, right? If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing for regular dose of positivity. So today we are discussing about online dating, good or bad, right? So Vikram, you can just begin because I have just said so many things before, but it got disconnected.
Yes, like right now, people are so much finding loneliness, right? Like we can see that there are lots of the relationships that goes and just have broken. That's why they just feel like kind of the isolated, right? So that's why they need some kind of stuff so that they could just rely on that and have a reciprocations with the particular person whom we share our just hurt as well. The way that the online dating is a boon for those person, those who are just complete loneliness in their just life. Yes, there are the dozens of the online dating apps have been just come on the surface, but yes, few of them which really just go through our just identity, and we just put it out the our just identity, and that will just, what should I say, that is kind that recommends are just names to those kind of the person who have a close area to us, right? If there's some girls or some boys which have been just living residing
Nearby,
not more than
those
radius of
yeah,
10
those they are
kilometers.
those which are nearby.
Yes, those which are nearby. So yes, at that time we can just feel like have a kind of attachment, and we can share our just, what should I say, we can share our just interest to each other, so that we could just become a kind of the pair.
Yes, but
And
there are
after
also
receiving
yes you
once.
are right. You are talking about apps, right? But I have a question here. Like just when you
Mm,
just go for Tinder, right? There will be different scrolls available, and that people are just able to swipe the number of person, right?
mm,
If someone
mm,
likes, then you will hit the like heart button, right? But after certain
mm,
likes or certain things, it disappears, and now they are asking for money. So it's kind of promotion, right? They are just promoting
yeah, yeah.
different stuff.
There are the things which are just containing adultery, and as well as to promote a kind of the things that is really, that will just snatch away your just money as well. But
Yes,
you have to just be aware of the things, because we are just quite mature. So there are the lot of the clickbait links which are completely alluring you to just join, but it depends on you whether you just obstruct yourself, or whether you just proceed with the link. So it depends on you. There are the some kind of the links which will be tantalizing, and which will really just summons you to just go over there. But yes, this is all about your just dopamine level, how you can just curb it. But yes, the thing is as well that lots of the people have been deceived as well by just being completely trapped in this particular online dating apps, because like more than 70% of the more than 70% are the chances when you send a kind of the request, friend request or a dating request to the others. So they could be any kind of the personality, they could be male, female, any kind of the, but like we don't know that, like I have sent the some kind of the message to the particular person. She is showing that she is a female, but at the instance when we just meet up in some area, maybe that their just face reveals, right? So at that time
yes,
just feel a kind of a jolt as well, because we don't know who is there in the DP,
yes.
because there are lots of the DPs are copied, and
Yes, lot of
they have downloaded in the
uncertainty is
internet.
there. A lot of uncertainty is there.
Yes,
We are not sure what is there. Whether the profile
yes,
is legit, whether the person is legit, we are not sure.
yes. I think there are lots of the peoples are just counterfeit. They just comes there to just sucks you, like want to
Yes,
just play with your emotion.
yes. Nazia, you want to contribute something? I think we
Nadia
are not.
has left, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, right.
Why did she left?
I don't know, maybe. Right. So online dating is really,
Yes, we can just talk a lot about it.
yes, yes, yes. Right. When you don't find someone in real life, that's what I just talked about. When you're just
That's
craving
why
for
these
something,
kind of the
when you
apps
are,
are being made.
yes, when you're craving for something, when you don't find satisfaction in your life, then you will look for virtual meet.
Mm-hmm. And these are the wonders, right? You are not supposed to, like, you are just having so much happy soul, and you have a lots of the good friends, and then I don't think so that you'll be just recommending this sort of the apps. And people
Yes,
are just trapped and just entangled, those people, those who are just finding loneliness in their just life, those who is just completely reticent, who is just completely submerged in their just thought only. So these kind of the people approaches this sort of the apps once they just passes maturity. They think that no, I need a kind of the girls in my just life, I need a kind of the boys in my life, so that we can just reciprocate each other.
yes,
Because the link between the male and the female goes like up sky high. If you
yes,
are just male and you are just, you can't just look for the male, the same gender,
yes,
right? We want a kind of the opposite gender, so that I can just understand her, so that she could just understand me too as a opposite gender.
yes, 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 right. But sometimes what we just think doesn't work out.
Mm-hmm.
Like what we think that this relationship will work out, but somehow we got difficulty, problems. Some
Mm-hmm.
people doesn't trust.
In in real life also, yes, yes.
Yes, yes. So there are
Basically, I could say that. Mm-hmm. Go
no,
ahead.
you go ahead. Yes, you go ahead and just listen.
Basically, these online dating apps are designed like that, right? So even if that you don't want, you will be just completely trapped once you just put up your just every kind of the links, and also share your just all the kind of identity over there, so that there are lots of the tantalizing video will be just coming up as adultery. And yes, there are something which can't be visible at the first instance, but once you just get in, that will be just realizing that these kind of the apps will just really just suck your just time, suck your just wealth, and also suck your just everything, whatever kind of their
Yes, or
live
energy
energy.
or time, each and everything.
Hmm.
Yes. But there are also
But
certain
also,
cases. Yeah, you go ahead. Yeah.
hmm. But yes, this particular apps are tranquilizers for the others. They have just specified their soul as well. There are numerous of the people as well who just found a match with this particular app.
Yes, yes. There are
If we could
success
just
also.
see.
There is success also. Yes.
Yes, yes. So it also that has given all kind of the liberty that if some peoples are doesn't just match with us and just trying to just provoke us, then we can just do a kind of like unfriend them and also block them as well. These kind of the facilities also there's as a button over there. So yes, that there is restrictions also, like we can see in the Facebook as well. Like Facebook has a recommend of lots of the non-friend. Eh, but you want to try to become a kind of friends to them as well, like sending a link. Even if you don't want directly, just message them. So
Yes,
if
yes.
the opposite person doesn't want you just message and doesn't want you in the comment section, and they could just block you as well. So
Yes,
these are also having facility.
yes, yes, you are right. But actually, when it's virtual, then it's a danger relationship, I consider, because
Mm-hmm.
when you are in
Mm-hmm.
person, it's a relationship, right? But you don't come to know the person who really is when it's the virtual, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And that is why that it is a particular gamble, right?
Yeah, and there is
We
also
just.
two sides when you just talk about. One is the lust side, and another is a real side where
Mm-hmm.
you just spend time. Right? Time is the most
Yes,
important thing which you can give in a relationship. Time
yes,
heals
yes.
everything. When someone leaves you,
Mm.
then also time heals you. Then, but on the other
Yes,
hand, also
yes.
people do suicide when someone loves you. That's the most crucial thing right
Mm-hmm.
now happening. People just
Yes,
give up.
yes.
This person has just left me. Okay, now I have nothing to left. Oh my god, now I must end that life. But they're not realizing that apart from that person, there are many more things in the life to look out for, right?
Mm.
Your family, yeah,
Mm.
right? Your loved ones, right? It's not like one person has just left, now it's over. There are billions of people who have left this world, right? They are died,
Mm.
they are gone. They will just spend 80 years of
Mm.
lifetime, right? Or 70 years of lifetime.
Mm.
We have a very short lifespan, and that too you are
Mm.
wasting that, right? On the kind of person who has just left you. It's really dangerous. It's really ridiculous to take such kind of decision. People
Mm.
need to open the eyes, right? People say love is blind. What does that mean, right? You must find another kind of person, right? feeling satisfied or loved with one person, you can just
Mm-hmm.
shift. There are billions of people in the world, right? You have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is a choice. Life itself is a choice. Choosing a person itself is a choice, right? So you need to just shift your focus, right? Don't end life. Life is very much precious. It is given by God. It is, but people don't care. So that's what I just want to emphasize on this, because this has become a major reason right now.
I can just give you the what should I illustrations about it. Like you told that the moving is so much easy for the person who are just being involved
I'm not
deeply
saying easy.
to
I
the
have already
others.
told time heals everything. Everything
Mm-hmm.
requires time, right? When you give time, when the time just passes, you realize that okay, I have been in a relationship with one kind of person, right? And I was so much attached to her, right? 6 months I didn't do anything. I didn't got out of the
Mm-hmm.
room. I was just concise. I was just crying myself. What will happen? And I have lost that person. But on the
Mm-hmm.
other end, when just 6 months passed, 8 months passed, and then suddenly I just try to forgot that person. So time heals everything
Mm-hmm.
when someone leaves you.
And things fell on the place.
Yes, yes,
Oh, okay, the online dating app, like I've just read a lot of about it. Like yes, there were a lot of the some what should I say? Some popular news have been just come up as well. Like there were a couple of the peoples who just dated each other through the online dating app, and they just came in. I don't know in the instance of the just man, he was so much good in he was so much honest to the girls, but the girls, what did she do that she just provoke her to just make her just nudity, right? He just performed the person who just performed her nudity, and after that, she what did she do that she made a kind of the video, like taking a screen recorder, tapping a screen recorder. After she just made it, and she tried to just blackmailing him like each and every day, and he had to just give a big chunks of the money to her.
yes, yes.
So
This
this is how
blackmailing,
that we
yes,
involves in the immediate scenes.
this blackmailing is regular. We see a lot of things on the
Yes.
phone itself, that some nude video will someone send, and then they will just blackmail you that you have watched this kind of video and you have done this kind of
Hmm.
stuff and you have recorded, and now you are under threat. This will be circulated all over social media and people will be able to know you.
Yes, yes, and they threaten the person.
Yes,
And yes, online dating apps really it exploits not particular girls, it exploits most of, high masses of the men's only, right? So
yes,
that's the case.
yes, yes, right. So, but when it comes to online dating, then there are those things that like you don't know what exactly happening in the personal life, right? You have two personalities
Mm-hmm.
when it's online, right? Two personalities, like I
Mm-hmm.
am talking to you and now I will be good, right? Because I am talking
Mm-hmm.
online virtually, right?
Pretending to be good.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
But in reality, I am some different person. Next, we
Mm-hmm.
have different sites promoting that we already talk, and cheating can happen in online dating, right? While in real
Mm-hmm.
relationship, on the cheating chances of cheating is very much less, and people get to know
Yes.
each other much more when it's real relationship as compared to that of online dating.
Yes. But in online dating, it takes very less span of the time to just hook up with any kind of the personality. But in offline dating, you it's a so much time consuming. I would say that so
Okay,
much time consuming.
can you please elaborate this statement that you are saying that online dating is taking less time? How?
Yes, yes, I could just easily like online dating is something like you just enter over there. It's like after just making a kind of IDs and every stuffs, and you'll be just completely interacted with the some kind of DPs of the person so who has just put in the online date, and after that once you just like the DPs of the person, like could be a girl or could be a boy, and you just send a request, and the particular person who just take your just request as approval, and once you are just done with the chat and just having that sharing numbers, so this is how that it goes. But offline dating is something like that you are just completely have an eye on the particular specific personality, and you have kind of like keep on chasing him or just her, like every now and then. So once you just get the address, once you just get the number, and just have this kind of relationships, and you have to just physically give a time to her each and every day as well, like as a protection.
Yes, yes,
Like
that is
girls always, girls doesn't just want to just go alone, she always finds a guy. That's why
Yes,
that
yes,
she always in the hunt of like chasing the kind of the good man, right?
yes,
So
yes.
that he could just protect him. He could just have a message and say that Babu Shona, how are you? So these kind of the
Oh my
things are
God,
a
that's
special
really great.
tantalizing over there.
That's really, I mean, this thing is really, I mean, yeah, Babu Sona, yeah. Really
Yes,
right.
she wants it, right?
Yes, yes,
This
yes.
is how that she wants that man should just call me like that.
Yes. Oh my God. So it's really,
So
guys,
that's why it takes a big chunk of the time of yours.
yes, yes. And time is the only thing, one time is so much precious, and that we are going into
Hmm.
relationship. But when you are into long-term relationship and suddenly the relationship breaks up, then you are feeling very much emotional and you are losing your each and everything, and then it's you are crying because you have wasted so much, right? Money, time, energy, each and everything, but
Yeah.
nothing worked out. So all these
But and
emotions.
also online dating is a good platform as well. I could say that because somewhere that you are not just physically have with the particular guy, and the money is something like that when we just hook ups with some kind of girls like physically going somewhere like in the bars in the restaurant, we just physically pay off the money, right? So at that time just it sucks the money like in a very rapid way.
Yes,
Like you have to just give a kind of particular time. You have to just come that spot. Yes, I'll just come and just have this kind of lingering in the malls and pubs, bars. But in online dating, these are restricted. These things are
yes,
restricted.
yes, yes. This is a
So
really good point.
so
This is the second
so
really
so
good
you
point which
and
you
you
just
can
pointed out.
easily
Yeah, this is the second really good point
and,
when
and you can
when
easily you
yeah,
can
when you're talking
easily
about advantages of online dating, and I'm just I'm just on the bad side of online dating, so we are just controversial here. So guys, if you're enjoying this content, then please do hit the like and subscribe button. It helps us, right? It motivates us to create more content. We are doing this online session every 9 p.m. IST, right? If you want to be more part, then you can just email us or you can just comment us and we will get back to you. Thank you. Yes.
and you can very much easily analyze the girls who are dating you through the online apps, right? How could you just analyze her? Just she will just approach you with the money, like
Yes.
you have to just give me the money. So at that point she doesn't need money because we are not physically roaming each other, right, on the
Yes.
particular
Yes.
way, on the
Yes.
particular shop cinema. So why does she need money? So at the time
Yes.
we could just catch easily that whether she is benefiting me or just she just
He's
being
just
trapped in my
playing
just
game with.
love only.
Yes, playing game with us
Yes.
or real is genuine or not. Yes,
Yes, so
right.
this is
That's
how that,
a yes.
because she doesn't have the cost to just demand a kind of money in the online dating apps. No, I need money. Will you just give it? So you will just reject her. Like, why should I just give you? Like, as we haven't just physically have a mate to each other.
Yes, yes.
So,
I agree with you regarding this.
mm,
100%.
yeah, there are demerits and merits also.
Yes. But I have never done
Like,
never I have never done
yes,
online dating. I have been never trusted online dating. In fact,
I
I
too.
was in actual relationship, right? And as I already told
Mm-hmm.
it, it took me time, right, to get rid of it, right? Yeah.
Mm,
And there are, and let me address one more thing there, right? As I just told that one is the lust side, another is the real side where you spend time. So
mm,
lust is there, right? You need to control that. When you see someone and
mm,
then you feel lust side and then you are attracted, that's not a real attraction. The real attraction
mm,
comes when you just spend time, you get to know what are the personal traits, what are the values, what is the character, right? And you
mm.
fell love in
Everything is visible.
yeah, and you fell love in that with that thing, right? And not only just lust.
Mm-hmm.
Lust is there, but there is only
Yes.
the one part. But I'm talking the real genuine personality about the character values and all the other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the important thing. Why are
And
you
also there is a demerit. Also there is a demerit
why are
in
you
the
laughing? First
online
tell me,
dating.
why are you
What
laughing?
I'm just thinking. That's why I'm just sharing you. Like for
Yeah,
that stuff that I'm just laughing.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean to say that when you are in the online date, you always have a kind of the rapid mood. Like no, I should just focus on and just have a. I should just share her just what do I just feel? I love you. and you just go on like you haven't just waited for a 2 or 3 days like have a chat, but you just feel like, no, I should just say her just I love you. Because in the online, in whenever you are on using a social media, at the time you just feels your just brain is struggling much higher than you are just physically meeting any kind of the
Yes,
girls,
yes, yes,
right?
right,
So
yes,
at the time you are in a rush. No, I should just say her, otherwise I will just lose this particular chance. So this is how that happened. But in the offline, or when you are just physically meeting any girls, then the everything just seems to happen like very slowly.
yes, yes, because you are in control at that time, and you will be
Yes.
noticing what she will think about your every move and
Mm-hmm.
all that. You are careful
Mm-hmm.
because it's your personal
Mm-hmm.
one-to-one meeting. Yes, right, really.
Yeah, and you will just concern about if there is any negative reaction just done by the girls. What if that she will just put a slap on us? So this
Yes,
is how
yes,
that we could
yes,
just think like that.
yes, right, right, 100%. I
But
agree.
but online there is a restriction. Even if that whatever we could just say that from the our just heart, whatever just core of our just heart is feeling to them, then even if that she is compelled to do nothing to us, right? So she could just either block me or just have a kind of a rejection. She
Yes,
could,
yes,
can't do it just physically from there.
yes, right,
And
100.
sometimes what happens that sometimes what happens, even you just neighbor becomes a girls and you two becomes a kind of the person, and somehow that happened to meet each other as a girls or as a boy. Like there was a case that a male was was a father of son, right? So what happened that he just put his DP as a female, and
Yes,
what his son did that he put a DP of the kind of the girls. So
yes,
both interacted each other, and somehow that unexpectedly they just accepted each other's just friend request, and they just pretended to become alike as a girls and the boy. And
oh my
they
God.
were so much eager in the talk, and they just somehow they just wanted to just call on the particular spot. They just got both there, so they were just interacting like, oh my god, he's my father.
Yes, that kind
So
of stuff. Yes,
this, yes, this kind of the miracles happens.
yes, yes. I agree with you. Just telling. You are sharing
Hmm.
a lot of online dating experiences. Omegle is also one of the side we have already done the
Yes, yes,
experiment Omegle,
yes.
right? Where you just explore
we
yourself.
we tried both. Yes.
Yes, where you just explore yourself and
Hmm.
exploring in the sense that you just ask by starting ASL. ASL means age, sex, location, and now the answer will come, and now you are eager to talk when it's girl,
Hmm.
right? And people,
Hmm.
boys, mostly boys are there, and they are chasing girls only there on Omegle. You will hardly
Yes,
find
yes.
any girls, but they are
People,
mostly boys only.
none of the people are serious over there.
Yes, and moreover, a lot of fake identities are there, and a lot
Hmm.
of cheating are also there, and even you can get hacked when it's Omegle. So you need to be
Hmm.
careful on this side, right?
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Yes, before that Yahoo Messenger was there, it was so much popular. People used to go there, but right now the thing about online dating has
Hmm.
totally changed, and now it is Omegle playing the
Hmm.
game.
Yes. For Alok Moria and Jyoti Moria case.
Yes, SDM. You're talking about SDM Jyoti Mori. Yes,
Hmm. Yes. See.
it's very much popular, and if you're making video on this, you will definitely get a lot of views. So what you were talking about?
Hmm.
I don't know the meaning of SDM. Can you tell me?
Subdivisional
Subdivisional
magistrate.
magistrate. Yes, subdivisional
Oh my
magistrate.
God, this position is so much high.
Yeah, and now she has just married what you can say a kachra wala type. What do I? What
Hmm.
security
No,
guy
no,
or
Group D
something?
job.
Yeah, security
Group
guy.
D job
Security guy.
panchayat.
Yeah, and now then what she has done that I don't know complete story, but
Actually,
um,
actually, Jyoti
but
Moria
is
and
it
Alok
related
Moria
to our
already
topic?
just got
But
married.
is it related to our topic? That's what I'm asking.
No, yeah, a bit. I will just say that because this is how that deceive is something like which belongs to the online dating and offline as well. So
Who belongs to online as well as offline dating? You said
like the SDM did, like in the online app, like the particular person Alok Mora, he just got to know from the social media that
Okay.
the particular girl was talking with the some others guy and had a kind
Yes.
of the imitate kind of the chat, so he could
Yes.
just
Yes.
catch her and just put the screenshot and just send it to him and circulate it out everywhere and to just make validate that no, I'm just telling truth and she's completely shut down.
Okay. So SDM was having some kind of chat with other person.
Yes, yes.
Oh my God.
And he was commanded in NSG,
Okay.
very high royal officer jobs.
Okay. And his
It's a
husband
high
was a
profile
lawyer.
case.
Yeah, and the husband was
Yes,
a
group
lawyer.
D job,
Okay.
panchayat group D job.
Okay.
And he just put up his all hard works and all he's just earning on the particular girls whom he just married to, like Jyoti Moria.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
after that, they just after that decade happened, they just got married, right, and just got a child. So I don't think so that you just got married, you have just lost already kind of the lust, like you have been just already just gone through this sort of the situation, right? So I don't think so that you should have been through this sort of the phase, like having relations with your just husband as well as the
Yes.
others
Yes.
guy.
Second
So
relation. Yes. That.
uh,
Yes. Pre-martial.
I
Martial
think
effort. Martial effort.
Mhm.
Martial thing.
I think it was all about the
External affair.
position.
Sorry.
So
Sorry. External affair. Apart from the
yes,
house person, you
external
are having
affairs.
some other affair.
Hmm.
Oh my God.
It was all about the position. Maybe that she was declining the positions of her husband because of that. Before that, she was nothing, and now she just became SDM. So she is ruling over everywhere.
Yes.
So maybe that she was just feeling the guilt that she belongs to a family whose husband just belongs to a very low grade jobs.
Yes. Yes. She is feeling inferior.
Yes. Now this particular news has become so much popular and burning issues nowadays.
So
Everybody
that
has a
can.
talk of these issues.
Yeah, so that can also happen that when your partner is low grade, you will try to shift to some
Mhm.
other person attracted to some high level person and leave that person.
Yes.
So that is also there in type of dating, right? For example, आज
That's
पूजा, for example, आज पूजा कल कोई दूजा.
Mhm.
This is really
I see
interesting.
that men are so much concerned about the face of a girl. Men are so much concerned about the soul of a girl. But the
Yes,
girls are someone that who is very much in deep thought, and they're just fathers also that I should just get her married to a good earning person,
yes,
not
high
a person.
profile
How
person.
does he looks like? How
Yes,
does he look like? It doesn't matter for them.
yes,
They are so much eager to, they are just eyes always stuck in the money person's earning
yes,
and they're just
yes.
monthly income.
Yes, if the income is high, then they will definitely look to marry that girl to.
Mhm.
They will never look about the character, values, how the person is, how the person looks. That doesn't matter. But
It
only
doesn't
money
matter. Yes.
matters. Yes, because that the father is thinking that my girl will be safe and will be into rich
Mm-hmm.
family, so she will be enjoying each and everything, her life, her
Mm.
marriage life, and all the other stuff.
Yes. But these kind of girls are always exploited by the dowry, right? Because they
Yes,
can't just put the hunger down of the husband's personality, because husbands are just earning lakhs of the rupees, so their demand is always high to the
yes,
girls as a dowry because everyone takes dowry these days.
yes,
So in the name of that, I'm just getting the stuff from there. It is a kind of a help from the like girl's father, but it
yes,
is not like that. But it can be considered as a kind of a dowry as well because they're just demanding every kind of stuffs because they have just put up like a lot of the effort to just get this position, right? And now they are just earning like lakhs of the rupees. So somewhere they just think that these are their just right to just have the dowry so that it could just compensate their just all the kind of the expenses they just made to just get this position.
yes, right.
Yes.
So we are having 9 minutes remaining. So what do you think? Shall we end up sum up?
I like to say that why I saw that in the StreamYard, Nasia didn't just seem like that to just jump in the conversation. I don't know. Maybe the StreamYard becomes a kind of the troubles for her. And we
No,
are in
no,
the
no. It
Zoom,
was
like
not
she
trouble.
just
Not
came
it
in.
was. It was not trouble. Maybe she was frightened about getting live. That's why.
Mm, okay.
Or maybe she was
Then
just
I
caring
think
about the
I
time
think
limit. She might be
I
thinking
think
about time limit. That in
I
Zoom
think
we are
she
having
left.
40 minutes, so she will be limited to 40 minutes only, and she doesn't want to be in a high 1 hour video or something like that kind of stuff.
I could predict like she has been just left this particular platform because of that. As you told that like we are just going live and just have the record button. So maybe that fuels her.
No, 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 but she is knowing that this is going to be on YouTube. But I
Okay.
am hitting record button on Zoom, not on StreamYard or live.
StreamYard.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, she might be joining if she want to, because I never now I don't care about what people will come here or not, because we two are fixed, so it's better that we will be discussing all the things in the future also. But
Why do
I have one student also coming soon, right? He or she will be coming, right? We are in touch, and we will be getting back that person soon if they are eager to learn.
where is a quote?
I have just left because I felt what you can say very much hot. So I just left it.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, professional dressing is necessary because I think that to dress up to show up every day is a must, whether you are feeling good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
So when I just see coat, it looks professional and it looks good. But this
Yeah,
t-shirt
there are
form,
the
they are just a younger version
uh,
of the t-shirt form. But when I just wear the coat, it
there
looks much more appreciated in that kind of stuff.
we can just look about the like lawyers. What do? They 24 hours wears the same coat.
Yes.
And even if that it's a harsh cold or it is a harsh temperatures, they
Yes, they
wears
don't care.
everything
Yes, they
with the
don't
coat.
care. They wear
Yes.
coat. Yes.
Hmm. We
And
can also discuss about like where the coats comes from. Like in India, particularly India, like we had a kind of traditional, we had to just wear kind of thin clothes, like as the Gandhi used to wear.
yes.
But since we after we just gaining the kind of the freedoms from the just like British, we are just accumulating everything what the British did or just had left to us,
No,
like
no,
kind
but
of the
it's
English
not a coat.
influence.
What you are talking is not a coat. It's just a blazer, right? When you just put that blazer,
I
it's professionals.
I, I know that this could be a kind of the topic, but it also rely on that which kind of the reason you are just living on. If you are in the Rajasthan, then people are very rare habitual wearing this sort of the stuffs
Yes,
in on their just body because already over there like 55, they will be just completely melted if they just put any kind of thick clothes on their body. So
yes,
these are also kind of the trends that we have been just following so that we could just with the boot and with the suit looking like classy, right? Have a
yes,
dapper look. So these are the stuff also have been just adapted from the others world, like from the Europe, from the like British. So there are the history as well. We can just talk about it.
yes,
We have to just
definitely.
find some search.
Yes, there are a lot of different topics which we can address. It's not like one,
Yes. But
but it,
today's topic is good.
yes. And moreover, if Nazia was there, she also might have dived in because, but she today was outside, so that might be the reason that she is not there. She has gone outside.
Hmm.
So
She
tomorrow,
speaks good.
really,
The yes, yes, definitely. The way that she just pointed out the what should I say, keywords or just the sentence. It looks like that she has read somewhere. It looks like she do homeworks with the topic is given.
yes, yes. Anyway, she will be back if she wants, maybe tomorrow.
Mhm. But her accent is so weird.
Yeah, that's what she want to improve. That's why she told that I need
Mm-hmm.
to speak, because
Mm-hmm.
she is always speaking 24 by 7 Hindi, 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 never exposure to Hindi, English.
Hmm.
When we are working at the time, also English was mandatory, and she has to speak only when she take calls. Rest all Hindi.
Hmm.
She doesn't care about discipline.
Hmm.
The main problem is.
Hmm. Could you please call her who just belongs to the pilot?
Sorry.
Call is just batchmate who belongs to pilot. Like she has been doing her duty as a pilot. You just told about it.
Yeah, but I can't call her. She can't come. Or maybe if I can send the request to her on Facebook, then she can just have a look. But what will happen? I mean, why you want her to be on
Because
this group?
her English definitely so much good.
Yeah, and moreover, she is a professional in English. Apart from
Mm-hmm.
his her pilot job, she is also professional in English.
Mm.
Yes. And let me tell you one more thing, Vikram. As we are on the live show, let me just tell you one thing. We are having an interview with Arundhati Nath on 21st of July. And so if you want to become
Mm.
part of it, then you need to join the meeting by 7.
Okay.
At that time, you will not contribute anything, but you will just listen and we will just question Arundhati Nath. And she's a journalist.
Who is Arundhati Nath?
She is a journalist, a children writer book,
Okay.
and many other inspirational things she has done. And so she will be sharing her story on our channel. So I will definitely welcome her, but I just want you also to be the part. Maybe if you're just having the time of 7 p.m. at that day, that is on
Okay.
23rd July,
21st.
24th July.
23rd.
Yeah, 20, sorry, I forgot the
Okay.
date. It's 24th July, Monday, 7 p.m.
Mm.
We will be conducting the meet. So if you're
Okay.
interested, then you can join. I will just send you the
Okay.
invitation, right? I will not post in the group because I can't tell this to everyone. But I just want the
Okay.
people on this channel to know that we are having an interesting interview coming up on our channel. So,
Okay.
so they will be waiting, and it will be a great. She's having a lot of things that she wanted to share. So this is a great platform.
Mm.
It will be a great story, definitely.
Yes.
And in the meantime, I would also like to tell you that you can address students, right? They can just play quizzes to get scholarship of 1,000, 1250, that kind of stuff. Micro scholarship from all of scholar. I already posted all the
Mm-hmm.
links. The link is there
Mm.
in my description. You can just check out people. I'm also addressing you people. You can just go to the link and just play quizzes and win micro scholarship. But the criteria is you need to
Mm-hmm.
score 80 percentile in that quizzes. And then when you just score, you will be paid, right? The micro
Mm.
scholarship. You will get either by Paytm, Google Pay, or any app. Yeah, so that's it for today, Vikram. It's less than 1 minute. If you just want to sum up, you can just tell, and we can just end the meeting.
Okay, we can wrap up.
Yeah, so see you tomorrow at the same time, 9 p.m. IST.
Okay.
Yeah, bye.
Bye. Good night.